It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Sooners offense to go on the attack first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there's a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Handoff from the gun. Makes one man miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Quickly out to the tight end. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away, and he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Red Raiders offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Jacoby Williams, big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Got room to work. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Strong, firm tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To throw, it's Hammond. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping hoping for better fortune this time around. Got his man. Makes the catch, and he's free. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown Sooners! They strike first.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty.
Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Makes the quick grab. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. To the air, it's Mateer. It's complete on the right side.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. Running inside, it's Williams. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
And he will score! Touchdown, Red Raider! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The keeper on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got a man. It's Robinson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is...
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Snagged out of the air. Oh, what a cut! Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Pulls it in down the sideline. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Direct snap. It's Williams. Sweet cut there. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He'll pitch it, and he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 7 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He wants to change this route. Now the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. Would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Avant. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picks up the 1st down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Got a little grass. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Picked off to stop the threat. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Fakes to grab. At the 35, he's open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. A pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Carter. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Hammond. Throws for the tight end. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He makes a catch. There he goes. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
They'll ride the running. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And turnovers are so pivotal to winning a football game. Last week, man, he put on the deck as well, and they lost by a possession. This week, you fumble again. Man, you've got to take care of the football. That's always...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Williams. He'll pitch it. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the 1st down. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's got him in the flat. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll give it to Robinson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's taking a deep shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. On target over the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The throw. Right on target this time. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll try to pop the draw. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go, it'll be fourth down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.